Nicole Arbour, yet again. Nicole Arbour, I suggest you look up who George Carlin is if you don't know who he is already. Fantastic comedian. Funny. Amazing, intelligent, smart. You know, there's a point where if you make an opinionated subject or an opinionated video and you state your opinion with full force, no matter how controversial it is, and the moment you receive any sort of backlash, you disable all your comments, you disable all the comments on the video. It really bugs me when people do this. You are literally sending a message, but then refuse to accept what people say in response to your message when it ultimately fails. Rob Dyke once tweeted this: "Comedy is a dying art. Soon it will be like jazz, only enjoyed by a few smart enough to understand its beauty and not be offended." This really has nothing to do with me being offended. This really, I don't think, has a lot to do with other people who were overweight being offended. More, it has to do with the message in which you're sending. And everybody knows that I've made plenty of videos on mental health. I've made videos on trying to build confidence and self-esteem. And it's people like this, Nicole Arbour specifically, which completely destroys any of that built confidence that you may have about yourself. Trying as hard as you possibly can to lose weight, and then someone comes along and destroys that confidence that you have because she feels the need to actually shame you and make you feel valueless and worthless. And that's ultimately what I have a problem with. Nicole Arbour, you can hide behind this fake facade message of, "I'm saying this because I care about you. That's why I'm sending this message. I care about your mental health. I care about your physicality. That's the whole reason I'm saying this message." The problem with that is, let's just think some really basic thoughts, if that's possible for you to do, Nicole. People who are overweight know that they're overweight. In fact, I could probably say, I think I'm speaking accurately, that the majority of people who are overweight look in the mirror each day and fucking hate their body. There's hundreds and thousands of people, all who have different confidence levels. But I would say the majority of people who are overweight, who don't like themselves, criticize themselves, hate on themselves almost every single day of their lives, and if they already have low confidence about themselves, struggling to have the motivation to work and lose weight, you sending a message and shaming people who are overweight is gonna make those people feel more like shit than they already do. Shaming people's behavior into action to lose weight. Shaming someone's behavior is one of the most counterproductive things you can do to actually help someone lose weight, because getting the motivation to lose weight when you're already struggling with how you view your body is a gigantic battle. It's not easy. Hell, I was borderline anorexic at one point. And no, despite popular belief, I'm not anemic. It's just I usually like to adjust my color correction to where I look really, really pale and white. People used to think that I have health problems and would actually shame me for being so dang fucking thin all the time. And it took me moving out of my parents' house and literally eating like a madman in order to gain my proper weight for my height. And now I weigh 140 pounds. I used to weigh 115, and look at how I was pretty skinny back then. When people shamed me for being how thin I was, it did nothing but make me feel more insecure about my already thin figure. And the same works for the people who are overweight. Counterproductivity is what you're contributing here. You're shaming people, making them feel bad about themselves. You offer this controversial opinion, but you're too much of a fucking pussy to let people disagree with you because you have to disable all your likes and disable all your comments because you're the joke of satire. Because very few people actually find you funny. Your jokes are just outdated. They're not they're not creative, to say the least, at all. That's why I said at the start of this video, go look up who George Carlin is. Do some studying of an effective comedian, not someone who purposely tries to shame somebody and then mask it over. And this is the thing that I fucking hate about you, Nicole, is that any criticism someone says to you, anything, you always dismiss it as satire. That my video's satire, therefore it shouldn't be taken seriously. But in the videos themselves, you're saying that I'm giving you a positive message. This is the real truth. This is my message to all of you guys. I want you guys to listen to me. So, you say it's satire, but then you also have a mixture of a message trying to portray a message that is a positive message, which ultimately fails because your satire is so shit. I'm so tired of people like yourself who use satire as a scapegoat to get away from any sort of criticism from anybody. Justify your terrible comedy act, your absolute shit videos, which is what they are, your shit Team Poison personality, your annoying fucking voice, and that's coming from someone who has an annoying fucking voice. And my god, you wanna know what number 5 is? You act like you're fucking 18 years old when you're in your mid-30s. And that to me is amazing that someone at your age who tries to act like you're fucking 18 years old. I mean, my god, I actually feel sorry for you to an extent. Despite how toxic and negative you are as a person, despite your failed comedy act routines that you try to do on YouTube. And by the way, your Facebook viral videos mean pretty much jack shit because viral videos on Facebook really don't do much. I love reading the Facebook comments on your video because you can't really censor those. I mean, you can, but because you have thousands upon thousands of people all commenting, you can't really manually delete them, unlike you can do with YouTube. But my god, I can't imagine what you're gonna be like when you're 40 years old, just like 5 to 6 years from now. And I'm gonna end this video with this. I'm probably crossing the line here, but I don't care. I really don't. I'm glad that Matthew Santoro is no longer with you. The reason I say that is because it was so clearly evident the effect and influence that you were having on him, and it changed him into a different person. And now that he's released from your Nicole Arbor grasp, I think that he can finally be more happy with himself and especially pursue a career without some big slug. And I don't mean that you're fat, I'm not saying that in that way, but some slug that's grasped onto his shoulder, leeching her way up his asshole. Wait, I don't think that actually made sense, but you know, you know what I mean. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Reptile, also known as Daniel Sulzbach. I'm not linking her video. You can find it really easily on YouTube. I don't want to taint my video editing software with her fucking face. I'm done for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow for a Facepalm Sunday. I will also be streaming tonight on Twitch at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch, twitch.tv/Repzion if you want to catch me streaming live, and I will talk to you guys live. Come on and join.